Oh. Hey, there we go. Hello, 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 and welcome. I am your androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades. Welcome to the Neoncaster Twitch channel. Yes, we are not using my personal game show host assistant caster this evening. It's all me, baby. How are you all doing? Big shout outs to Samael. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Please do let me know if my audio levels are okay. We've been, it's been a hot second since we used my beautiful face and voice for you all. So I just wanted to make sure to double check that I am listening to myself right. I also need to do this. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I hope everybody is having a fantastic evening. Sorry that this stream is an hour late. Windows decided I am playing the Switch re-release of The World Ends With You. Hi, Ray. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Yes, we are indeed. Sorry that I'm an hour late. Windows decided that it really wanted to install a big update without warning me, and then took my computer hostage for an hour. And I was going to be like, oh, it's fine. I can run the update after and I'm done streaming. Oh no. But the computer runs worse when it wants the update to run, so you're forced to do it. Yeah. You've been playing the DS version fresh? Fantastic. Yes, I also played the DS version back in the day, and fell in love with it. It is genuinely one of my favorite games ever. And I guess this is the third time that I've played it, because I also played and beat it on iOS. But we've been playing through the Switch version over the last couple weeks, or rather, Caster, my VTuber game show host assistant, has been streaming it, partially to see how far we can get until the Neo The World Ends With You releases, and then also because it is an urban fantasy video game and one of my favorite games ever, I absolutely had to run an urban fantasy book club session about it. So what we're going to be playing today, it's good to see the Switch version, but here it's not as good as the OG. I mean, it is the DS game, you know, like the story is the same, and all that. The battle mechanics are slightly different, however. Because this is not a dual screen system, it can't do that. This is essentially kind of like an updated port of the iOS version. So the iOS version was very heavily focused on being touchscreen based, and as a result was very single input. You touching the screen or interacting with the screen with your stylus or your finger controlled both Neku and the partner. For the Switch version, that still exists. So when you are playing it undocked, so when you don't have it connected up to your TV, you just use the Switch's touchscreen like the iOS version and pull and swipe and everything. It's actually quite easy, very, very intuitive. When you play docked, however, instead you are using your Joy-Con to point at the screen like you're playing like a point and click shooter game on like Wii, right? And then doing those touch controls of like tapping enemies or swiping or drawing circles and things like that. It is a lot harder, I will give you that. Using the Switch remote is a much more difficult way to play the game. Interestingly though, and I'm going over this now so we don't have to go over it during gameplay. Interestingly though, the Switch version actually has a 2-player mode. During gameplay, after about maybe like 45 minutes of playing the game, a second player can control your partner in battle using the other Switch controller remote. And they have their own set of commands, like entirely new gestures, right? So, for example, Shiki in the first week, your partner in the first week, when you're playing in one player or just on the touch screen, if you tap an enemy, then Shiki starts doing her combos. So you can build your deck of pins, your deck of attacks, around tapping the enemy, which means both of your attacks go off at the same time, and you can build interesting builds that way. When you're playing in two player, she doesn't just has tap, but she also has slash an enemy and hold empty space and drag as her move. So she's actually much more complex if you're playing as the second player. And a way to be able to get the DS experience on Switch is one person, two controllers, which is what Caster has been doing, and what I will be doing for this stream. It is definitely more difficult. The game is maybe, I don't know whether the game is necessarily aware of the fact that it's one person, two controllers in the way that I'm playing. It's been okay so far, but I have been playing on normal and have not necessarily been grinding fights. The World Ends With You is actually designed to be quite anti-grinding, so you don't need to invest more time into fighting enemies than the ones that are relevant to the story, which, as a way of demonstrating it on screen, has been a godsend. Still definitely slower than if I was playing it off camera, because, you know, we're explaining the game as we go, and we're also voicing all the characters and bits and pieces like that, so that ends up taking time. But not having to grind to reach the next pieces of the story excuse me, not having to grind to reach the other pieces of the story is very, very good. Sounds like it'd be worth trying. Yes. If you would like to play The World Ends With You DS and don't have access to that game, because it is very expensive actually to buy that game even used. So if you have a physical copy of the DS version of The World Ends With You, you're very lucky. So if you can't get a hold of the DS version, the Switch version is genuinely a really good port, factoring in the hardware that it does. It also removes one of the ways of getting EXP. We're now just talking about the game generally before we go and do the actual format. It's fine, whatever. So in the DS version, there were 3 different ways of gaining EXP. There was EXP gaining through fights, EXP, what is called rest EXP, so it's EXP you get when you're not playing the game, as kind of almost like an anti-grinding feature as well, because it's telling you to go outside and interact with other things. And there was a third one, Mingle EXP, and that one was a large amount of EXP you get when your DS remotely connected with another DS or another Nintendo console. And that was really difficult to get unless you had access to another Nintendo console, you know what I mean? And some of the items you just couldn't get in the game unless you had access to that function. That's removed from both the iOS and the Switch game, so you don't need to do that specific type of grinding. Even though Mingle EXP was actually really appropriate thematically to World Ends With You. Anyway, enough rambling about the game in general. Let's actually get to format, shall we? Or actually, just before we get to the format, one big bonus announcement. If you're here and you genuinely really enjoy The World Ends With You, or you're tuning in to see what The World Ends With You is like, or you're really excited about the Neo The World Ends With You, did you know that I actually designed a tabletop RPG inspired by The World Ends With You called Heartbeats in Perfect Sync? Heartbeats in Perfect Sync is a micro, not a mini, not like a one-page RPG. It's about 7 or so pages. But an RPG designed to evoke this kind of like shonen anime urban fantasy storytelling. Not literally the format of The World Ends With You in like the 7 Days game and all that, but very much the energy therein and the character archetypes and forming connections between people and stuff like that. It's a game I'm really, really proud of. Really, really proud of. Let's see if this wants to cooperate with me. There we go. Yeah. Inspired by also mechanically the likes of stuff like Fate and also inspired by the likes of all the spin-offs of like the Persona 4 games and the fighting game Under Night in Birth and all sorts of things. It's definitely a melange within a specific genre, but it is one of my favorite games that I've designed so far, and it's genuinely, I think, a really fun one to play. If you would like to give it a try, you can go to my itch.io page, sixofspades.itch.io, link eventually in chat description. Come on, I believe in you. There we go. And you can go and check it out for yourself. It is only $5 US. So, you know, a unique tabletop RPG inspired by a game that both you and I love, all for the low, low price of $5. With that shell out of the way, let's actually do the show. Yeah. So, on the book club, we are like to go and play games and experience them as media texts. Because I'm not good at playing games especially fast or well, but I am good at dissecting them in terms of ideas and themes. So over the course of maybe 2 hours, maybe slightly less because we started so late again, I'm really sorry. We're going to go and play a slice of the game, talk about its themes and ideas of what it's trying to say as a piece, how it uses its storytelling, its art, and its music to tell that. And then after we play our slice, we're going to come back and then think about the really cool ideas that the game offered and what it can do to inspire our work going forward. So this will be relatively swift, this opening part, because I've played this game a bunch of times, so I can kind of talk about the themes that we expect to see. So yeah, the themes that we kind of expect to see in The World Ends With You. I think one of the biggest things, and it's kind of the mission statement on the box, is that widening your point of view and experiences of the world is key to growing as a person. Maybe a little obvious. In fact, there's a very kind of on-the-nose conversation with one of the characters that title drops the game, The World Ends With You. I'm having chat issues in mind and should really be focusing on this thing, only we should be ghosting. Fair enough. Thank you for joining, and I hope you'll join us again on the channel soon, Dark Dragons Inn. Have a fantastic evening. Yes. There's a very kind of like on-the-nose discussion that title drops the name of the game. So, you know, as a result, it's kind of the Japanese name of the game actually translates Subarashi Konosekai, means it's a wonderful world. So even the Japanese name is all about, hey, the world's wonderful, expand your horizons, gain new experiences, and there's a lot of discussing that over the course of the game. This includes trusting and collaborating with other people to achieve great things. Indeed. So where we're going to be picking up in the game is actually week 2 of 3 in this game. So there's already been a narrative arc of the main character that we will be skipping over. I don't think it's going to be necessary to kind of understand what we're going to be doing today, but if you would like to see it, all of that is actually recorded on this Twitch channel, so you can go and catch up with my VTuber streams where we've been playing the game more casually up to this point. There's also the themes that we expect is kind of like a self-expression through fashion, art, and combat. So this is a JRPG where we fight things, right? So how we fight things is by using pins, like pin badges, that give us psychic abilities or psychs to attack negative emotions, because it's that kind of JRPG. And you have a really large amount of customization choice over the pins that you take into battle, as well as the fashion items, which also give you abilities that you take into battle. So you're kind of the game narratively is about finding your niche and your modes of self-expression, and then mechanically you also do that by doing your building loadout. Some of the choices that you make might depend on the things that you're fighting, or they might depend on the way that you're playing the game. As I say, using the remote to play is actually kind of tricky, and so I am largely inclined to be choosing weapons that are easy to use if I'm aiming with a remote. So it connects both of those ideas together. And finally, what it means to be a cool teen in the mid 2000s. Yes. So the original release of The World Ends With You was in 2006 or thereabouts, depending on where the game was released internationally. And it shows. It shows in how the characters talk, in terms of the fashion choices of the characters, and so on and so forth. But it is genuinely a very trendy and on-trend game. Tetsuya Nomura, who is the character designer and artist, character designer and director, for The World Ends With You as a game, has a big background in street fashion, which he got a lot of flack for, right? A lot of the character designs that he had in like Final Fantasy VII onwards relied on asymmetry and layering and belts and obvious zippers and things like that. And that kind of character clothing detail was really alien, I think, to JRPGs at the time. So it became, you know, a point of mocking him for belts and zippers. But I've always really respected that as a character design decision. I think it's really refreshing to not have to rely on tried and true stereotypes of what fantasy is in characters and character designs, and being able to incorporate modern concepts with high fantasy out there concepts and have something coherent and stylish on the other side is genuinely a tricky skill, and I don't think many people have that. And this game manages to do that too. A lot of the characters are like rail thin, and that is a bit uncomfortable, and there's some discussion to be had about fashion and body type that this game doesn't really discuss in character, but you can feel as you play it. So it's not perfect, but there is very, very on the nose discussion of what it means to be trendy in the mid 2000s. It's going to be really interesting playing Neo: The World Ends With You on the other side, because that is very much set in, I think, 2021 or 2019. I think 2019. So specifically before pandemic. And how that's changed. We streamed the demo a couple of weeks ago now, and they had a discussion of, there was like a Pokemon Go equivalent that was discussed in the game, and that's such a modern 2020s thing, right? So it's interesting as this is a little snapshot of the past to see what was trendy almost a decade ago. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I need to go and take us over to our gameplay screen. There we go. I'm going to do that first. Yes. And then I'm going to go and adjust. And lift this up a little bit. There we go. I have to adjust the microphone a little bit because I am not going to be directly facing the screen anymore, or at least not directly facing on the microphone anymore, because I need to be looking at my actual television screen to be able to play this game properly. If as a result the audio is worse, or you can't hear me particularly well anymore, or the mixing is off, please do let me know. I am keeping an eye on chat, so you can let me know if the if my audio balance is off. But without further ado, now let's go play. And hopefully this is in my ears correctly. I might need to turn the game volume down depending. Hey, hello? Okay. We're back to the beats. It has been a little while since I last played.
Tell me who you are, who you...
Yes. So let's go look at our pin loadout. Oh, I should probably talk about what has happened in the game so far. So our main character, Neku, who we see here, has woken up one day in the middle of Scramble Crossing in Shibuya, Tokyo, not remembering what happened to him previously. And he is under attack from these strange animals that look like they are made of tattoos. And a girl, Shiki, comes up to him and says, "Oh, we are playing the game. We need to form a pact together if we want to survive." And he's like, "What? What's the pact?" And they team up, and it turns out that they are playing the Reaper's game, which is surviving 7 days of missions in Tokyo, where if they fail the mission, they are erased and removed. They realize relatively quickly that they have all died, and the game is to fight for their ability to come back to life. After 7 days of struggling, learning very, very slowly to trust in his partner Shiki, they manage to go and fight the game master of the Reaper's game, Higashizawa, directly. But upon defeating Higashizawa and moving on and maybe coming back to life, he reawoke back in Shibuya without Shiki anywhere. What happened to her? Well, we're going to have to find out. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, these are our pins, the ways that we attack in the game. They each have different specific abilities, and they activate in different ways. So, for example, the Pampani Tether puts a large spiked chain across the screen that damages enemies, and to activate it, I have to slash through empty space, meaning not slashing over an enemy. However, Masamune is a shockwave. It is a melee sword attack that I have to slash an enemy directly to hit. Impact warning summons rocks that drop from the sky that mean to attack into empty space, and so on and so forth, yada yada. Pins level up as you play, and part of the game is kind of like both experimenting with new abilities and leveling up the ones that you've already been using to be able to be the most effective at defeating enemies. We also need to activate co-op mode, because as I say, I will be playing this one person, 2 controllers. Although, where we have started in the plotline, we don't have a partner yet. We have woken up on the next week, but we don't have a partner. Very strange, very mysterious. With that out of the way, let's get hustling.
Tell me who you are and who you were. How much have you been paid?
It's like a sick joke. They expect us to work this week too.
Oh, suck it up. Don't you want the extra points? Though it is a little weird to go 2 weeks in a row. Guess there's a first time for everything.
Not quite at first. It's been a while though. You probably weren't here, Spring Chicken.
Spring chicken? I've been here 2 years and I'm spring chicken. Just how long have you been doing this?
Details.
Uh-huh. Anyway, what do you suppose the GM is?
Huh?
Yeah, Shiro here. What? You want us to what? Ah!
Easy, girl. What's the deal?
Stand by. We're supposed to just sit here. This is an insult.
Take it down a notch before you pop a blood vessel. I don't see a problem. This is all we can't after all.
Ugh, this is why I hate the way he runs things.
Really? I kinda like it.
What's to like? It's one big cryptic mess. It pisses me off.
You can't help it. I'm sure he's worked out some crazy plan. The way he's something way beyond the kind of mundane folks like you and me. I mean, come on. He's the type of genius headcase that makes stuff like this.
Come on. There has to be someone.
Tell
I
me
need
who
this.
you are
I have to
and
win.
who you were. How
For her
much
sake
have you
and
been
mine.
paid?
Now come on, I gotta find me a powerhouse.
Have something to drink? To tell you the truth,
Noise? Damn it, I can't do much on my own. Isn't there anybody? Huh? What was that?
to my account, 'cause it
A pact? With who?
Don't make this worse for yourself. Come on! How's my energy?
So, who's next?
Ooh. Who's this mysterious individual?
That's how it's done.
Obtained Joshua.
Howdy. Who the name's Yoshi Kiryu, but mother and father call me Joshua. Please don't tell me. I guess you can call me Joshua too, seeing as you're my dear, dear partner. You're what? This pipsqueak's my new partner? You seem like such a pro at this, I just helped myself. Pro? How could you know that? I've been watching you, silly. Very impressive, by the way. Oh, was he a player last time too? But wait, there was nobody like him at the end. Who the hell is this kid? Today's the first day and all. Let's just take it easy. Why don't you stop by giving the area a scan, partner? Fine. Just something about him just grates.
Let's scan. Ooh. I can scan him, which partners previously weren't able to scan. So, as a dead person, we've been given the ability to read the minds of the living, which has been used for general puzzle solving and things like that.
What? What did I just see? That place. It looked like the Udagawa district? Something wrong? Are we not feeling well? Wait, did I just scan him? Is this going to be a problem? I need you to pull it together. And like some people, I'm new at this. I was expecting a bang-up job from you, Mr. Escort. I'll be fine. Will you? Wonderful. Then can we go? Something's weird here. How was I able to scan him? He's a player. What's the holdup? It's nothing. Don't tell me you're still stuck on the mission. Please, it's painfully obvious. X marks the spot. 30 plus 74. We're headed to 104. If you ever find yourself stumped, I'd be happy to help you along the way. Just say the word. I promise you my advice is spot on. Lucky you having me as your partner. I'm going to choke this kid. Oh, I can't say I'm particularly interested, but I'll go ahead and ask for the sake of convenience. Do you have a name? Neku. Neku, Charming. Well then, Neku, shall we? Yes, the enigmatic Joshua is nothing like your partner Shiki. To call him in, you'll need to slash downward on an empty part of the screen. Joshua will appear and drop hazards on the enemy. Let's go see what abilities we have in Cult for Joshua. Tap empty space to drop an obstacle on an enemy. Slash across Joshua to send multiple obstacles in that direction and damage enemies they touch. Okay. Wield telekinesis. Drag enemies and obstacles such as cars, street signs, and watch them damage themselves. Oh, so I have permanent TK. Instead of having it as a pin, I have it on Joshua. Interesting. Well, let's go give that a whirl first up and see how easy it is to do.
Tell me who you are, who you were, how much have you been paid? Watch yourself.
Oh, just box him. I'm enjoying being able to just chain the two. Telekinesis is a lot easier this way. Also, this enemy I didn't notice was still alive.
So, who's next?
Ah, I see, I see.
That's how it's done.
Oh, I should probably also go and see if I've got any cash. So because we're dead, we don't have money in the traditional sense. We tend to find money from defeating enemies, and we can exchange them for cash by selling them. And then once we have enough cash, we can then go into stores and buy thing. Have a real.
Good day.
I've not bought anything from Pepper Roll yet. Deemed attack. What does deemed attack do? Sometimes it's attacks break on enemies. Ah, that's less important. Naval piercing. 62, 50. Joshua can wear that.
Your taste is impeccable.
Okay. I can afford this. 18,000.
Your taste is
EXP
impeccable.
boost. Oh, also very good. Definitely buying EXP boost.
Thank you very much.
Don't need that. Okay, fantastic.
I look forward to your next visit.
Are there any additional accessories?
Hi there.
Huh. I already own one of these. I don't own any slogan bandanas.
Thanks a bunch.
Pretty parasol. Oh yeah.
Come back soon.
All right. Oh, I also can equip my partners with clothes and things like that. Deku already has clothes on because we were playing as him before. I can go give him food to eat, which is also very key to the general experience here.
It's edible.
It'll have to do.
Give this dude to go where? Defense plus one. I'm gonna put this stripy top on him. No, it doesn't get any benefits from that. Defense break finisher. Ah! When your partner wears this, combo finishers will sometimes inflict defense break on enemies. Yes, we definitely want that. Very cool. Alright. With that out of the way, let's head to 104 and actually do our story mission. I'll be trying not to get too distracted with like side quests and stuff for this session. Because we're very specifically trying to see as much story as we can in our slice of time. I'll pass this wall and take down these walls. Another wall. So we need to clear out a few nights to get by. Alright. What better time to go over my combat skills? Don't worry, I think even you should be able to play it. He has to be doing this on purpose. Put simply, I play things by the numbers. By the numbers? You should be able to pick it up on the fly. Ready for a little warm-up? Then let's begin. Ah yes, I have to tap the numbers in order.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
Oh man, this is definitely gonna be. I think I would struggle to do this like ambidextrously.
Follow my lead.
Yeah. Tricky.
That was nothing.
Well, get the basic gist of it. Care to give it another go? That's enough. We're in this together from now on. You watch my behind and I'll watch yours. Sound good, partner? Objective met. All clear. Long live the ice. Press the enemy to encase it in ice and stop coming. 10-4. Where time is gone. Time is gone, we're safe. That's one day down. Oh. Neku, what do you suppose that is? What the hell? That junk heap wasn't here before. You're Zeta slow. What? Who said that? Don't look at me, look at your junk heap up there. There's somebody up there? I said you're Zeta slow. How long does it take to crack a Z-class code, you factoring hectopascals? Back to what? Oh, my head. Shoben Animoto. Remember the name. I'm the new game master. And then you're a Reaper. Wait, you're a player this time around? Who, me? Now that's what I call a happy miscalculation. This brings me one iteration closer to my desired solution. Solution? What are you talking about? Day one and the gem's already putting in an appearance? Not one for tradition, I mean. Tradition? Tradition is garbage. Crunch. I'll add it to the heap. This is my game, and I only allow two things. Flawless calculations and beauty. I heard you were quite eccentric. Some old horses can always hit their own approach. Now, time for a little quiz. How much weight will I let you players carry in the UG? Please tell. 1 yoctogram. Yoctogram? Nice, that puts us on the atomic level. Precisely. You triple zeros have no value here. So, now that I have you rounded up, attention all yoctograms, it's time to die. Ooh.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
See ya! There! Gotcha! Enough! Yeah!
Can I please?
How's my aim?
There! See ya! Come on! There! Yeah!
How's my aim?
Enough!
Is this not just...
There!
Can I please? Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Yeah! 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 There!
How's my aim?
Yeah! Yeah!
Will this thing please die? No, this is not going very well.
Follow my lead.
Screw that!
Do some damage to this thing? Nothing. Why is it not working? I don't. I kind of genuinely don't understand why it's not.
Yeah!
Okay, there we go. I know that the rhinos are designed to be invincible from the front, but I didn't realize that is relative to Neku's position, not necessarily where the attack is coming on from, say, Joshua. So I specifically, when fighting rhinos now I've learned, have to stand behind the rhino at all times. Okay, I'm not going to switch this to HUD because we need to go for speed. We're going for speed. Whew. Well, so much for day one. Wow. Rather fascinating, wasn't it? At least we won't be too bored this week, This kid too. There's something seriously not worried about him. I wonder what that little math fetishist will think up for tomorrow. Exciting times, huh, Neku? Oh, hey, Rob. How's it going? How's it going? Don't worry about you being late. I had to start late as well due to tech issues. So we're just vibing. We're doing a little bit of vibing today. We're discussing The World Ends With You critically today. So we were playing it previously as Caster, our VTuber game show host. But now that we're at this point in the story, I really wanted to run this part of the story arc as the kind of like game design discussion stream. So we're going to be knocking it through the story for a while and then discussing this game's themes and ideas. But I hope you're having a fantastic evening. He's shady. Still, trust your partner, right? I need him if I'm going to survive in the UG. If I'm going to win. Better get used to it. Well, the two of us should be able to cruise right through this week. Between your psyches and my inspired brilliance and our excellent team. I'll never get used to this, but I'll deal with the devil if that's what it takes. But this time still keeps. Hang in there, Shiki. Cheeky. Day one's a little short, but that suits me just fine. Cool beans, melting but good. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'm merciful in that my main working space gets good light, but it's not in direct sunlight. So I'm not actively cooking, but the passive temperature is still pretty dang high. Nope, no luck. This one's not opening either. Well, thanks anyway. You're dismissed. They sealed the fruit one. Oh boy. Hey, carrier. Any luck? Routes 2, 5, and 6 are all sealed. Gotta hand it to him, the guy looks fast. He could have told us what areas are open. What the hell is he thinking? Aren't we, like, completely insignificant? Ugh, that man really frosts my cookies. Nah, it's nice to see the boss do the legwork. I said we kick back and enjoy the show. Well, I say this is a work week. It'd be nice to actually work. The players are right here, but no, he says hands off. I'll tell you what I like to put my hands around. I sure hope it's your mouth. Maybe I should just hop over to the RG. Use this new baby to recruit a few new players. Whoa there, Calgon. Reaper's whacking folks in the RG is a no-no. Don't be stupid, I'm joking. Mostly. I'm just saying we may be forced to, if we want any points. We keep talking about work. It's impossible. Exactly, we can't go on like this. I'm this close to promotion, but no, honestly, I don't even know why I'd try some Uzuki. Look out! Where? Back at Scramble Crossing. Where's that other kid? Are we still on track with the goods? What? You already got them in? Oh, he's on the phone. Huh? Wait a minute. How did he place a call? Who's he talking to? This scramble? Which areas? Seal? In that case, the time limited. And anything else? Wait, is he reporting into the Reapers? Definitely shady. I can't tell what he's thinking. Or can I? Maybe another scan will turn something up. Yeah, we can still read his mind.
That was me? Why was I passed out in Udagawa? And why was that in his head? Udagawa, I can't remember. Wait, was I dead? Did I die in Udagawa? That would mean he saw me die, he was there. Or maybe he did more than just watch. We'll wait to find out. But no, I can't just ask him. If that sparks some huge fight, I'm screwed. We need to work together to clear the missions. I can't afford to risk it. Still, he knows something. The mission. Was that the mission, Neku? What? Oh, yeah.
Tell me who you are.
For now, I can only watch and wait.
How much have
The
you
mission says to say, Neku, I have a little proposal. What? Let's play hooky today. Forget about the mission. What? Are you crazy? If we don't do this, we get a raise. But there's some place I really want to go. Let the other players take care of the mission. It's not as if we have to do it. Yes, we do. I can't afford to screw around on this. I'm not letting anything jeopardize this game. Oh, don't get so wound up, Neku. It's only day 2. Enjoy it while it's still easy. I'm not playing this just for me anymore. Her life is on the line too. Where are we? It's too bright. I can't see a thing. Yo. Beat! You're safe. Yeah, you too, huh? Why'd you run off on your own like that? You had us all so worried. I just had to. Look, yo, my bad. I just had to take off. So, are we alive again? I'm afraid not. Not yet, anyway. Who's there? Hello and congratulations. You are all the victors. How did you find our game? Enjoyable. You're Megumi Kitaniji, conductor of the game, and loyal servant to the composer. Conductor of? Then he's the head reaper? Now then, regarding your fates. As per the composer's mandate, the number of players to be given new life this round is 1. Huh? What did you say? But that's cruel. I thought everyone got to come back. Any and all specifics are decided by the composer. That is his exclusive and incontrovertible right. Why do you think we came this far? To live again? Every last one of us wanted to... Yo, hold up. Not exactly. Not exactly what? Not everybody. I ain't going back. What? I want to be a Reaper. So how about it, yo? Make me part of your crew. Well, Beat. Very well. Your wish is within my authority to grant. The Reaper's welcome. Beat. Why? The composer smash cut to Hideki Kamiya blocking kids. I mean, I believe the main composer in terms of soundtrack for this game is Daisuke. Oh no, I can't remember his surname, and now I have to look it up, or I look like a big fool. Hold on. Ends with you, composer, and it's going to go and give me all of the Takeharu Ishimoto. Takeharu Ishimoto is the main composer for The World Ends With You, although it's a bit of a collaboration with obviously the large amount of music that goes into the game. Hey, wait, Beat! Why would Beat want to join the Reapers? The hour of reckoning draws near. Your points have been tallied, and the player to be reborn decided. Congratulations, Shiki Misaki. Huh? Me? But I can't. I'm not going back alone. I can't, it's unfair. And why me? We grade players according to their performance during the missions. You scored the highest. But that can't be right. Neku's way better with psychics than me, and the riddles, he solved most of those too. He should be the one to go back. If only one of us gets a second chance, what happens to the one left behind? If you still cling to life, you may re-enter the game. If you lean towards destruction, you may join your friend as a Reaper. Otherwise, should you welcome Oblivion, erasure is always an option. Shiki, you go on ahead. No way. Just go, trust me. I'm not leaving without you, Neku. I'll enter the game again. Let Neku out of the question. As I mentioned a moment ago, this was decided by the composer himself. Your wishes don't mean a damn. No way. Shiki, don't worry about me. But Neku, didn't you swear you'd go back and see Eri again? I don't even know how I died. I don't know if I have anything to go back to. You do, Shiki. Neku, you're not going to start slipping back now, are you? Huh? Back to the old Shiki? No. I'm so sorry, Neku. Thank you. I'll go back to the real me. There you go. I'll be waiting for you. Every day in front of Hachiko. Till you come back. I'll be there soon. That's a promise. Finish your goodbyes then. Neku. Once you see the real me, will we still be friends? Count on it. You'll always be Shiki. Is it, like, sad to watch a friend reverse die? Shiki. And now it's your turn. You seem to have made up your mind. Damn straight. I'll play your game again. Excellent. No doubt it'll be an exciting one. Then, before the next game begins, allow me to return your previous entry fee. What the hell did you just do to me? I simply returned to you what is yours. Fair is fair. I get it now. This explains a lot. My memory was gone. Because you took it. Indeed. Memory is the single greatest determinant of a person's identity. A worthy entry fee, wouldn't you say? Hey, wait, where's the rest? Beg pardon? It's missing. How did I die? I still can't remember anything about my own death. I was looking up at the tag mural in Udagawa, and then the next thing I remember was waking up in the scramble. Oh, really? Most fascinating. Cut the crap, you're the one. However, that has nothing to do with the game. What? I returned to you your memory in its entirety. If you still can't recall something, well, you must never have had it in the first place. I never. What could I possibly stand to gain from depriving you of that memory? He's right. So why is that the only hole in my memory? Now then, as for your new entry fee, you're taking my memory again? A player's entry fee is what they hold most dear. That is the rule. I have taken the liberty of already collecting yours. What? This time you'll be playing for Shiki Bisaki. What? That's not... No! I dragged her back into this. Well, I'll be damned if I ever let it end this way. I'm winning the game, and I'm not relying on other players doing it for me. What? Weren't you listening? Uh-huh. And here's me playing the world's tiniest violin. You little, did you think you were special? Every player here put up something they loved. Everybody makes sacrifices. Sacrifices, are you... No, gotta calm down. Losing it here will only make things worse. Just take a deep breath. So how about this? First we complete the mission, and after that we can do whatever you want. Oh, I suppose. You'll just owe me one. Owe you one what? You're a player. Clearing the mission helps you. Fine. You do have yourself a deal, Neku. So, what's the mission? A Game 2. Acquire the root of 3 AU pin. Time 300 minutes. Incompletes will be destroyed. The root of 3 gold pin? The gold pie pin? The silver pie? AG is gold, AU is silver? Accepting. So what's up with this mission? It's gibberish. We now have to do something with a pin. Any thoughts beyond that, Neku? AU, periodic symbol for gold. Okay, it's gold. A pin made of gold, maybe. Not a paired hypothesis. Let's go with that for now. What about root of 3? Well, the root of 3 is... the square root of 3 is 1.7320508. Why does Neku know this without having to do, like, pull out a calculator? He just knows that. Some kind of entry code? Ooh, a tantalizing possibility, Neku. I'm so proud. But I think it's referring to a street here in Shibuya. The street. Yeah. And the Reapers use numbers to determine each of Shibuya's streets. Route 1, Route 2, and so on. How does he know that? And why go asking me to make me look stupid? So let's go check out Route 3, which is the road leading from Kodoi City to Monko. Shall we? He knows too much about the Reaper's game and about my dad. He's dangerous, and I know dangerously little of him. This is the way to Monko, I'm pretty sure. Ah, there's a lot of people out here today. I wonder if their minds can be read. Amount of time. Even if I practice now until the slam off, I'm still gonna get served. What did Makoto want? He said it was important. Maybe he's been like a different place. When past this wall, erase all the noise possessing people in this area. Got it. Too fast. Alright, let's go back to combat.
Have fun, Neku. There! I can. There! Yeah, I can. How's my aim? How's my aim? Yeah! I can.
Oh god, this is...
Yeah! There!
please?
How's my aim? How's my aim? How's my aim? There! Gotcha! Enough!
This is actually really difficult.
There! How's my aim? There! There!
Yeah.
Rest in
Awkward,
peace.
an awkward round. Joshua is definitely harder to use than Shiki. By design, obviously.
Tell me who you are,
But then it's both been...
how much have you been paid? Take it easy, RELAX. Would you
Oh my god.
something to drink?
There we go.
To tell you the truth,
Ah, birds.
I can. There! Yeah! How's my aim? There! Yeah! How's my aim? Yeah! Yeah! I can. Gotcha! Yeah! There!
shadow.
There! Yeah! Yeah! There!
Oh yeah, I have to remember that to hit enemies who are flying, I have to hit their shadow, not where their sprite
That was a
is.
nice distraction.
Okay, okay. Right, I can do this. If we're going to play, I'm going to go for gold. Winning the slam off is the only way to get the hero. Okay, better get to Mocha. The time's finally come to use my secret weapon. Invincible 10-pin slam. Some kind of contest at Moko for 10-pin slamming. The grand prize is this hero. Going for gold. Of course, this is it. It certainly seems that way. It is a safe guess that our mission is to win that pin. Alright, then we better get over to Molko. Attack boost! I think there's an upgrade for Joshua in this department store, so. Yeah, there we go.
Till next time, good day.
I'm not
Good day.
able to afford anything here by far. Okay.
I look forward to your next visit.
Welcome.
Food item. Max HP will increase by 12. Okay, okay.
Much obliged.
The guy with the yellow jacket looks like he's doing the Common Rider pose. I mean, that is very apt to that character's energy. We'll be seeing a bit more of the guy in the yellow jacket a bit later on, and that kind of description is pretty apt to the kind of person that they are. Objective met. All clear. 10,000 yen. Still alive over there? Barely. What the heck was that thing? A noise that targets Reapers. Well, duh, but it's impossible. Someone must have cooked some up. A fresh, steamy batch of taboo noise. What? But that's a capital offense. Do I smell another game? First, want to find out who's behind this. Carrier, this is no time for your stupid games. I'm calling headquarters. Oh, trouble in Reaper dice.
Tell me who you are.
Hello!
It's funny. So, all of the shopkeepers in the game will, like, slowly, like, start to like you more as you shop at their store, and a lot of them are just, you know, nicer to you. Some of them are quite hostile, or kind of assume you're not worth a damn until you actually buy some stuff from them. But this guy in particular actively develops a crush on you, which is very funny. I think we need that. Alright, let's go.
Thank you.
Let's see who I'm putting this on. Sync charge. That's a good thing to have. hits counter takes them to disappear. That's not that important. And we're going to be heading off to Molko.
Come on already, get a move on. I don't do the whole sweating thing, Neku. Huh? What? Are those noise? Black noise?
They look different from the usual riffraff.
So what's the plan?
I doubt we'd make it if we tried to run.
Then we take him out.
You're good as gone. I can't. I can't. There. Yeah. How's my aim? There. Yeah. How's my aim? There. There. Yeah. Hi.
Well, these things don't take much damage. Come on.
Hey. There. Yeah. There. Yeah.
Really difficult.
There. How's my aim? There. Yeah. How's my aim?
Sorry. Just shutting up for a while I was actually trying to
There.
make...
Yeah.
Oh, my pins are out. That's why.
Yeah. There. How's my aim? Yeah. There. Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm doing no damage, which is kind
How's
of a
my
problem.
aim?
Like,
How's
these
my
things
aim?
are definitely
There.
taking a while to
There.
kill, which is not great.
Hey. How's my aim?
Oh, level up that.
Yeah. Yeah. There. Follow my lead. Screw that.
Yeah, no, fighting with Joshua is definitely harder. I think I unlocked
in
easy
peace.
mode at some point for the battles, and I might be doing that just to make this go a little faster, because that took a really long
better.
time. It took a really long time. I'm sorry that took so long. God. Ichimonji.
What the hell were those? I've never seen Black Noise. Likewise. Bastards were tough, huh? Not only that.
We couldn't really hurt them unless we attacked together. Right, yeah.
Huh? Really?
Wow, maybe this kid does have his uses.
Don't tell me you didn't notice, Neki.
That doesn't inspire much confidence, partner.
Even if he's a slut. In any case, why did it pick a fight?
Yeah, a pact should prevent that.
How bizarre.
So I might have to reassess what pins I'm using so they work best in tandem with what Joshua's doing. I'm not quite sure what that would be necessarily. Maybe this. So tether is really useful. That's click and drag. Having multiple instances of click and drag might be the... Oh god. Video game? Thank you.
Tell me who you are and who you were. How much have you been paid? Take it easy.
So this is Tin Pin Slam. All I need to do is figure out somewhere to win this. Good luck with that. At least there's a Reaper decal here. You won't have any problems with entering. The decal makes us visible, right? Yep. Every shop here licensed to sell to players has one. I'm not complaining, but why let us shop at all? The Reapers want us raised, then why make us? Does it really matter? Shopping is fun. The game's better this way. Yeah, because the game's all about fun. If you don't hurry, you'll miss registration, Matthew. Okay. Going to do what? I've never played Tin Pin Slammer in my life. I hope I'm a natural. That the luckiest gun. Cheeky's counting on me. Well, here goes. As I recall, I do not need to win this to proceed with the plotline, and thank God. So, how do we even play this game? Do you know how to play Tin Pin Slammer? Who, me? Don't be silly. I don't have a clue. Good thing I'm not entering. What? I thought you were going to clear this mission, Neku. I shouldn't bother asking. So who do I ask? Ah! What the? Sorry, I wasn't watching where I was going. I have no idea what to give this kid. I don't have young shonen voices. Hey, you've got some pins, bro. Yes? So you're entering the slam-off? That's right. Losing's not an option. For Neku. If you're cool with the idea. So if you're not losing, then wait, you're going for first? What? With those pins? Are you crazy? What's wrong with my pins? Is this like your first time ever or something? Forget about the slam off. With those pins, you won't win a single round. This kid sure wanted it. I take it you're playing today. Shooter Dad. Call me Shooter. Shooter. And yeah, I actually am kind of famous around here. I'm the circus slammerai in town. None of my buddies can touch me. Wow, Shooter, you must be a real expert. Are there any tips you could offer? To Neku. Excellent. Come on, Neku, what do we say? Please. Well, you do look pretty hopeless. Okay, bro. Tin Pin's a battle between souls. Between souls? Yeah, bro. It's like your fiery passion slams into other guys like wham! Sounds like a fun time. Think you could be a little bit more specific? Just a sec. I'll draw it out clear and easy for you. Yeah, Slammerai. I also love how they basically they scaled up all the artwork else in the game, and they just did not bother scaling up this artwork at all. It's just pixelated level shitty. Look at it. Here, this is Tin Pin Slammer. It hurts to look. My. There's quite a bit of depth to it. Right? The timing right here is super important. This is practically a map to victory, huh, Neku? Neku, do you still not get it? What, you need more explanation? Oh man, okay, fine. Let's slam, that's the quickest way to learn. What, right now? Move the Joy-Con while holding down L to fire a pin in your opponent. Move the Joy-Con while pressing the L button to display an arrow indicating the direction and travel. I can also launch the pin with the analog stick, which will be easier. can press the face buttons for special moves. Go. Yeah, this is that. Oh my god. Hey, I actually could not KO'd one. Rip. That was awful, and I hated every second of it. You got pretty good form, bro. So I just need to knock off the pin. Just need to knock the other guy's pins off. I'll kill it now. Want to slime again? No. Nice. You picked it up pretty good. So the fun thing is, after you finish the storyline to The World Ends With You, you get The World Ends With You another episode, which is essentially like an episode of like Yu-Gi-Oh, where all the character personalities are remixed, and most of it is based around winning a Tin Pin Slammer tournament. It's funny. The writing for it is very, very funny. Playing Tin Pin Slammer on a touchscreen, pretty intuitive, reasonably easy to do. Playing it on this with a controller, a nightmare, and I hate it. I kind of sort of get it. Every pin's got its own stats, so try a bunch of stuff out. Keep in mind though, you can only play with the pins you've got on, the ones I'm wearing. So I can't play if I'm not wearing any pins. Nah, bro, that's totally cool too. You can always borrow special slamming pins to play with. You can play Tin Pin Slammer naked, man. Thanks, but no. Whoa, look at the time. See ya, good luck. Things are really heating up, folks. It's time for our next battle. In the blue corner, crowned with sound, first-timer Neku Sakuraba. In the red corner, the comeback kid comes back. Slams down Curry like it was a pin, Itaru Yoko Yamada. I hand design and build all my pin lines. It's Yama time. Players, on your marks. Get set, slam! Ah. Miserable. I hate this. No, oh, they ran off the edge. They ran off the edge as I was about to self-destruct. Okay. Yeah. We take those. We take those. Amazing. Yeah. Wow. You're first playing and you totally won. Very impressive, Neku. I saw you almost about to fling yourself off the stage like its final destination in Smash Brothers. Show those 5th graders who's boss. Thanks for killing my pie, man. Too bad about next round, though. Huh? You're facing top seed, man. Your history. Top seed. That means crazy, insane strong. Dumb luck won't get you through the next match. Dumb luck? I mean, sure, I'm not exactly a pro, but I could work on snapping my strokes. Gotta make sure. Well, I'll be waiting in the stands, Neku. Do your best, partner. Damn right I will. This is important. The air is electric here in the Slam Hall. Next up, the main event. In the blue corner, Neku Sakuraba. Who's? In the red corner, the top seed and Slamurai legend. I don't care who he is, I have to win. Shuto Dan! Hey man, I'm impressed you got this far. Sorry, but I can't let you win this one because I'm gonna win it. I'm up against this kid? Ugh. Well, if that's what it takes. Taste the rage of my Red Kaiser! It's like a launcher. Invincible! It's over. I lost? You seem pretty tough, bro. I had to get serious. And just like that, the match is over! Shooter does it again. The top seed moves on to the finals. Watch out, Shibuya. When I'm on, I am on. Woo! Time for the final match. Better luck next time, bro. There is no next time. Shiki, I'm sorry, Oh, what a shame. Oh, I'm shocked. You're a tin-pin virgin. What could you do? Don't you see what this means? We failed. We screwed up the mission. You sure did, but relax. Relax, how can I... Uh-oh. Looks like trouble for our champ. What happened? What indeed? It sounds like an upset. Let's check it out. Oh god, the bit crushing on the kind of 8-bit is really shrill. My pin, it won't eject. No, Red Kaiser, no! It looks like a freak malfunction cost the top seed the Slammer. Victory goes to the Dark Horse Slammer, Soto Honojo. Oh my, looks like Shooter lost. Huh? The time is gone. Wait, we cleared the mission? The guy who just won is a player too. What? So, like, where'd the timer go? Mission accomplished. We did it now. I thought you knew, Neku. It doesn't matter which player clears the mission, so there's no reason for us to get all worked up over it. We're safe. So that's like another day down? Hope tomorrow's this easy too. Wait up, man. I want a rematch. Huh? Where'd he go? You can't just win and disappear. It's not fair. How the other players take care of the missions. We just need to do what it takes to stay alive. Whatever it takes. And what if nobody closed the mission? If that kid's toy hadn't broken when it did, then that would have been the end of us. Oh, I'm willing to make some minimal effort. You don't really think that was an accident, did you? What? I borrowed your opponent's pins and swapped in a few of my own. Of course, mine had a few adjustments made. Here, you can have the originals. Unbelievable. You didn't need to win. Shooter just had to lose. You're devious. Oh, come on. You wanted to win. Wasn't that the whole reason for participating? Okay, fine. Then why didn't you tell me? Did you think it's a little more fun with suspense? No. Besides, you might have won anyway. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. You smug little... Is this fun for you? I'm not your toy. If you're done, it's my turn now. For what? I have got an errand to run, and you're coming along. I just said I'm not your... You agreed to this, Neku. After the mission, we do what I want. Ugh. Fine. Good. Now let's go back to the scramble. Tin-pin custom. Let's see what those pins do, actually. They might be more useful for this particular combat style. Scratch an enemy to set them on fire. That feels doable. Where's Tin-pin customers? That would be mastered. Burst rounds. Press empty space. Okay. My mic seems a bit low. Ooh. It might be because I'm not directly talking into it as much. But let me input capture. There we go. Let me nudge this up a little bit. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. And I can also turn up the gain a little on my end too. I have a limiter, so even if I turn the volume up really high, it isn't going to burn your ears out. So hopefully that's better. Thank you for letting me know, by the way. It's awful when there are audio issues and then I just don't learn out, just don't find out until later. Thank you very much for letting me know. Cool, I'm glad it's better.
Tell me who you are.
What, you're just going to ignore me? You half-blind hectopascals? Hector... Ugh. Not again. My head's pounding. Oh, look. There's a stray reaper. You see me as a grouchier than usual. Damn right, that game was Zeta dull. Are you trying to bore me to death? How about a little flair? Give it some edge. You brain-dead binomials are pathetic. Wow, you sat there watching the entire mission? Do GMs always have that much time on their hands? No comments from the peanut gallery. Your opinions are garbage. Crunch. I'll add them to the heap. I figured you weren't much for criticism. Otherwise, why keep making those senseless junk heaps? Every inch of my work is flawlessly calculated. Look at the perfectly understated silhouette. How can you not see the beauty? Time for a little quiz. What's the probability of you players surviving this week? Gee, I wonder. 0, same as your taste. Attention, tasteless tetrahedra. If you want to live, show me the limit of you as I go to infinity. Not that there's anything you can do. You fractals have no future. QED. Class is dismissed. Finally, the pounding stopped. What language is that guy speaking? I think he's got a thing for you, Neku. What? How the hell do you figure that? Oh, please. The way he follows you around? It's just because I'm a player. I don't see him chasing after the other players. He's right. So why me? Or is it my fault? What? That's right, you might be tied in with the Reapers. Tasteless tetrahedra. Pyramids are tasteful, thanks. I don't know, have you ever stepped on the D4? It's a miserable time. If he is, then that could explain why the GM is stalking us. Still, I'm just speculating. It's too soon to reach any definite conclusions. Accept me very well. I'd have to be crazy to trust this kid. Ooh. Ooh. Destroy the ones you called friends. Those are your orders. I gotta follow orders? Of course. We require proof of your loyalty to the Reapers. Alright, yo, don't get your panties in a twist. I'm a Reaper, I'll do it. I trust that you will. I swear. I'ma do this. I didn't join up for nothing. And with that, I think we're gonna go on a hydration break. This is gonna load up the next day automatically. But yeah, let's go away for 5 minutes and rehydrate. Because I realize that if I'm gonna keep talking like this without water, my throat is going to die. So, see you in 5 on the other side. Okay, we are back. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you also have enjoyed hydrating. I also hope you've been enjoying that new loading music that we've got going. That being King of Gamblers by Brandon Liu, that I had commissioned especially for the channel. I inspired him with my retro video game, futuristic, future-based, like VTuber avatar, so we got that put together. It's not going to permanently replace the loading music. It's going to be used in other areas when we're streaming, It's going to be some of the more kind of like upbeat music backing when we kind of have more upbeat chats. There's a version without the kind of like robot voice chops on it that we can kind of use to do casual talking over. But for now, I wanted to kind of show off the full version of that song because oh my god, it slaps. Please. And I also, Brendan Liu has been doing like music commissions for all sorts of way more famous people than me. So I'm kind of blown away that they actually approached me and offered their services. I'm like, yo. So I'm super glad that we were able to get that kind of thing made and put together. Please do give Brandon Liu, Liew, your love and support. Their website is in the Twitch chat doobly-doo. Anyway, where were we? We were continuing to be suspicious of our partner Joshua. The scramble again? And Joshua is on the phone again. Yep, I'll be there today. You'll have it for me. You'll have it ready for me, won't you? Who's he talking to? Same person as yesterday? Well, it shouldn't be long until the mission shows up. Okay. What's the deal? It never takes this long. Am I even getting reception? Say, Neku. That smile makes me nervous. I poured myself a pint of water, and without even thinking of it, I've already drunk 2/3 of the thing. I didn't even look. Wow. That smile makes me nervous. Or maybe it just evaporated, it's so hot in here. What are you even scheming now? Yes? You're coming with me today, right? There's someplace I'd like to go. You never followed through on your promise yesterday. So today you're making up to me. It's hot, I don't blame you. For real, I mean, I am also hot, but the combination of the temperature and my sizzling good looks apparently causing just general temperature chaos today. Right, we haven't got anything else to do yet. So let's go take care of my stuff first. No way, I told you yesterday. First we do the mission, then you can play around. Besides, the mission could show up any set. Whoa, you're right. There it is, Neku. Let's see. Proceed to Cat Street. Time limit 15 minutes. 15 minutes? That's on the other side of Shibuya. We'd better hurry then. No joke. Shut up and stop running. Come on. Yes, sir. Let's start sprinting. I believe this is the way to get to her. Not one of them. Looks like there's a wall up ahead. Damn it, we don't have time for this. There's only one way to Cat Street, and that's through here. Quick, let's clear the wall. One past this wall. Defeat 3 of these where I can see them. Oh, that's not... I mean, we'll do a 4 chain anyway. Let's just practice.
Your good is gone. There! I can't. Good work. Come on! How's my aim? Yeah! Yeah! There! There!
And I'll take this one and beat you with it too. There we go. It's kind of funny having 2 sets of telekinesis. I should actually kind of use that a bit more. That's pretty funny.
Don't make this worse for yourself. How's my aim? How's my aim? I can't. Oh, there. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Oh. Gotcha. Gotcha.
There we go. Not too bad, not too bad.
Predictable. Have fun, Neku. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. How's my aim? Yeah. How's my aim? How's my aim? How's my aim? Yeah. Enough. There. Yeah. I can't. How's my aim? How's my aim? There. Yeah. How's my aim? Hey. Gotcha. Ah. Phew.
Here we go. Not
Rest
bad.
in peace.
Injection 4.
It's gone.
Let's do as much damage as we can in the current circumstances. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. 3.8 isn't so bad. But yeah, the level 2 limit break for Joshua is like Ice and Fire Meteors. It does actually a really large amount of damage. And the level 3 one does disgusting amounts of damage. Oh, this is evolving. There we go.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done. I didn't really use the hold empty space much, so I'm gonna turn it off and turn it into something else. Maybe with one of the new pins we got. Force rounds. Tap empty space. Oh, actually, while we're kind of just trying to progress through the story, let's turn the difficulty down a hair.
Tell me who you
We're not looking to do any grinding or anything like that, so it actually doesn't really matter what the difficulty is. No.
AX. Would you like to have something to drink? To tell you the truth in this contract, I don't care about anything but me.
You're good as gone. There. There. I can't. There. Yeah. Yeah. That was quick. That was a
What?
nice distraction.
It just gave me nothing. Okay. Any others? There we go. There's a third one.
Have fun, Neku. Yeah. How's my aim? Yeah. How's my aim? Gotcha. Hi. Yeah. Rest in peace. That was a nice distraction.
Oh, right. Let's go. Objective met. Wall clear. Heavy hitter. Tower Records. They should have new records in now. Yeah, there we go. Two parts. there is genuinely no reason to be buying all the records, but it's a good time. Stella Flurry. Rapidly tap an enemy. What do I need to Orichalcum? I don't want to spend an Orichalcum on that. What market? Is it fashionable? It is fashionable. And then we're gonna back out. And then we're gonna go and select a vibe. Since we now have music options to listen to. Game over. 2 parts. It's fashionable in this one. Yeah. Oh.
Not bad. Whatever doesn't kill me.
Miyashita Underpass. You would diverge here to go to Harajuku. Run past this wall. Bring me 1 pop pendulum. It's a pin. Noise number 56 is gone. Set your difficulty to normal. Objective met. All clear. Didn't even need to do it. Yeah. There's some really mean noises on this bridge if you want to fight them, but we don't have time. Made it. Did we clear the mission? Huh? No timer. Wait, was there ever a timer? I never stopped to notice before, but our phone's got the... What? There's no mission mail. Oh, we finally made it. Is that cafe just over there, Neku? Oh, wait, don't tell me. You lied to me? Kinda, yeah. Agua. I'm surprised it worked this well. I can't believe you. Oh, come on, no harm done. It's not like we have a real mission yet. Anyway, here we are, so let me get this done. Also, did you notice that the tree had lots of spooky skulls in it?
Hello.
Oh, there's a Jupiter Monkey store. I'm gonna go and set aside a bunch of money specifically to go buy stuff from there. Jupiter the Monkey is Neku's favorite clothing brand. So a lot of the stuff that you can buy there benefits Neku and Neku's stats. Yeah. The thing, it's an interesting balancing thing of like, hey, I haven't done that many fights this session, because obviously doing this for speed, and as a result, the money I have actually quite low. Neku attack +1, yes please. But we already have a top that we're buying, so... Ah, this has actually got lots of useful stats on it, so we're definitely taking this. And now we're out of cash.
Thank you.
Also, that, like, clerk raps to you, kinda, but it's hard to see because it's not on screen for very long. It's also very awkward. Why are you rapping, good sir? Please stop. What does this do again? Sync charge 3. Is this not back? Not back. It's super important anymore. It's just good stats. cafe. Here it is. Wildcat. Mr. H, you win. Hey, I was waiting for you, Josh. Mr. Hanakoma. Oh, phones. What, you're in the game again? Yeah. And because of that, she was my entry fee. They took the young lady, huh? Well, buck up. Nothing you can do about that right now. Besides, boss, I'm sure she understands. Thanks. I see you two are acquainted. Yeah. He saved our asses more than once last week. What a coincidence. He's been in the business of saving my ass for some time. The two seem to go way back. Is this where Joshua learned all about the UG? I hate to seem impatient, but could we, Sure thing, Jay. Let me see your phones. Yours too, Neku. My phone? What do you need with it? Just doing a little upgrade. More features the better, right? Give me a sec, guys. I told him we were coming, so it shouldn't take long. Told him how? Wait, so the person you were talking to on the phone was Mr. H, of course. Yeah, now I feel like an idiot. Mr. Hanakoma's got his secrets, but I'll trust him over this kid. I guess if Mr. H was okay with him, I don't have to worry quite so much. Sorry for the wait, guys. Here you go. Thanks. Now we can finally go on a little hunt. A hunt for what? You'll see it when we find it. Let's step up front and give the tracker a whirl. No response around here. Just what is this tracker tracking? Ready to go, Neku? We'll canvass Shibuya and look for signals. Should I really go along with this? What's up, phones? You look like you got something on your mind. And we get like exposition time again, and it's kind of like, so this is your place? Yeah, it's my cafe. I run it. Nobody's here. How's he paying the rent? Oh, well, he's kind of mysterious. And he's kind of like talking about it like he's got a really weird reason. But nah, he's just being mysterious on purpose. I wonder why. So how do you know each other? They go way back. He'd come over and talk. He's a little weird. He sees things, you know, like dead people, pretty much. Yeah, and because Mr. Hanakoma is part of the UG, he's able to go and talk to Joshua about it, and that's why they're friends. Apparently. In any case, he's your partner, so you're gonna have to make friendly. So what was that? Phone upgrade? Oh, it's a tracker. Picks up signal of weird energy spikes of like noise. Oh, and there's an ability to take pictures from the past, but he doesn't gonna tell them just yet. Supposed to give it one mission per day, but we didn't get one. That's really weird, but hey, the game master this time round is an oddball. The missions are guaranteed to show up on your phone. When one's issued, you'll know. So don't go losing that phone, phones. If you're bored, just go take a walk with Joshua. You still don't have a mission, right? It'd be a waste to just sit around all day. Well, you don't look convinced. Did you forget already? If you want to survive in this Shibuya, you gotta trust my partner. I know. It's just, you still got a long way to go, phones. And knowing it in your head doesn't mean much if you don't act on it. Enjoy every moment with all you got. What? What did you just say? Huh? I say something weird? Enjoy every moment with all you've got. That's the motto of the one person I respect. I've made it my mantra. It's the way I live. You could have fooled me. Well, now's not the time to be enjoying life. You really have a long way to go. Listen up, phones. The world ends with you. They said it. They said the title. There we go. The game ends now. We've reached the credits. Congratulations, everybody. We finished the game. I don't know why I'm still doing Hanakoma's voice. But yeah, we did it. If you want to enjoy life, expand your world. You gotta put your horizons out as far as they'll go. Are you kidding? I'm stuck in the Reaper's game. I can't even leave Shibuya. How am I supposed to expand my world? That's for you to figure out. Expand my world. Now go on, get. I can go in and buy stuff from the cafe, which is pretty useful. HP. Bravery. Oh, bravery by 6. Pretty good. We're going to take 2 of those. Synchro 100%. Bravery increased by 2. Yeah. And then he has a bunch of quests.
Thanks, boss.
All right, let's get going. Actually, I should probably talk to Joshua and see if he actually says anything.
Hey,
So, what are we looking for with that thing? What indeed? Well, no, when we see it, silly. Gee, thanks for confiding. So I just have to kind of like walk back through the stage until we Found you. Who's there? Get ready to get hurt, phones. You're gonna bleed today, yo. Beat, you're okay. Better than okay, see for yourself. You've got wings. Pretty badass, huh? Proves I'm a Reaper, yo. A Reaper? You really joined them?
Neku, you have Reaper friends too.
My, you certainly do get around. He ain't no friend of mine. I only came here to raise you punks.
What? You don't really...
Yo, you hear what I said? Bring it.
Surprise! Surprise boss fight.
have fun, Neku.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
How's my aim? How's my aim?
Hello. I'm supposed to be able to pick these up. There we go.
What the hell? Come and get it. Come and get it.
And then it ends early. Flying on the skateboard seems like cheating. Yeah, that's his psych. We never really got to see Beat fight properly before he turned into a Reaper, but it was implied that he could like do telekinetic skateboard tricks to attack noise. So, he's strong. That it? Your psych's a limp, yo. I was hoping for a real fight, man. But your weak ass ain't worth beating down. Go on, get lost. And consider yourself lucky. Hey, wait! Talk about your delinquent weapons. A direct attack on players 3 days in. Such egregious rule breaking. He really is my enemy now. If not, he could have fooled me. He wasn't pulling any punches, Neku. But why would he join the Reapers? I should be careful hanging out with you. If that was a friend, I'd hate to run into one of your enemies. Ooh. Anyway, let's move on. Oh yeah, they have a conversation. Where did he disappear to after he beat me? I want a rematch. Sucks what happened yesterday. I thought you had it in the bag, shooter. Yeah, bro, and the headphones took off too. What was the big rush? Hope he shows up at Stride so we can play. See, those two people are alive. and outside of buildings, living people can't see dead players. So they have no idea where the players went because they rushed outside to go see them, and obviously once they left the building, they were no longer able to see the dead people playing the Reapers game. Sounds like you have a fan, Neku. Hold it. Neku, we're getting a response. A response? It means we're close. Who's got to be around here? Around here where? I don't know. I need to pinpoint this. Let's keep looking around. Guess who? Like a bolt from the blue. It's time for the Reaper review. Ready to shake? Then away we go. Question 1. Cat Street's a perfect place for coffee. Wildcat. Which of the following would you find on the menu? I think it's Minstrel. Really? Question 2. I left my heart in Shabu's phone booth of love. Surely you've heard of it. They say if you use it to call a person you like, that special person will love you right back. Pretty handy, huh? So where is it? It's near Molko. Is that your final answer? Question 3. Let's change up the flavor a bit. Try this on for size. He wrote musical offering and what became later Air on the G string. He's famous. He's German. He's Mozart. Oh no. I know this, but also apparently I don't know this. I think it's Mozart. What? Seriously? Okay, the results are in. Reaper Review Lesson 3 survey says... So sorry, I can't let you pass until you pass. Okay, right. I'm pretty sure it's... Well, now I'm just gonna Google it. Now I'm just gonna Google it because it annoys me that I knew this and now apparently I don't. Buck. Not Mozart. It is Buck. Yeah. Cool and good. I'm a smart person, genuinely. Genuinely, I have intelligence. See, because I like Air on G-string. It's a really neat song. The really obscure Grasshopper interactive game Flower, Sun and Rain has a really lurid synth heavy version of it, and it's really cool. So it's it's a song that I know and like, and I couldn't remember the composer of it because I don't know, I'm just tired. I am actually pretty tired. We're probably going to start wrapping things up after we finish this story day, and then we'll finish off the rest of the kind of the talking about ideas to take away. So musical you like, it's near Molko. He's back. Oh, it's not minestrone then. Okay. I guess it's corn chowder. Cool. We'll catch the very end of the stream. Yeah, I mean, sorry for the nature of time zones where I can't stream super late on weekdays because I have work the next morning, so I can't go super late. But thank you for joining us, Draco. I hope you are having a good day. Results are in. Wait, still wrong? Because I'm certain the phone booth... Okay, let's go for Bouillabaisse then. I'm just looping through this. Cool. So it's near Molko. Watch this not be where I need to go. There we go. It was via base. Cool. Right, let's go over to Hachiko. Yeah, there we go. It is where the plot is. Wait, Neku, the signal's getting weaker. So we're going the wrong way. Let's try another spot. Cool. Didn't even need to go this way. Thanks, video game. Love that for me. Wait, why are you blocking? Natural Poppy thing, the hardest one around. Make it number 1. We can do that. We already have a couple of Natural Puppy pins on. We can change that for something else. Energy rounds slash Naki. Yeah, alright. Control rounds. Back. What rate is... Oh, not actually that high up. Okay. And then we need to think about what clothes we're wearing. Natural Puppy. Okay. Maybe a few too many. Not Puppy stuff is light blue. They're all color coded, so you can find a way of making it a little easier. I'm not brave enough to. Neku is not brave enough to wear a tie. Honestly. Neither is Joshua, apparently. 55 brave. Well, this will have to do that, I guess. Just to put stats on him, I should probably put... Well, it's fine. It's fine. There's no need to overthink this.
Tell me who you are, who you were, how much have you been paid? Take it easy.
4 fights. Let's get them out of the way.
You're good as gone. How's my aim? Yeah. There. Yeah. Yeah. How's my aim? Yeah. How's my aim? There. Rest in peace. Watch yourself. Oh. See ya. There. How's my aim? How's my aim? How's my aim? How's my aim? Yeah. I can't. I can't. How's my aim? There. There.
Go.
Easy. You're good as gone. Yeah. 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 How's my aim? Yeah.
Just fling an entire ass motorbike into something.
That was nothing. Have fun, Neku. How's my aim? How's my aim? There! Yeah! Yeah! There! So, who's next? That's how it's done.
Let's see if that affected the ratings. Natural Puppy number 1. There we go. One past this wall, then turn Natural Puppy into the hardest thing around, make it number 1 in the area. Are we heading the right way? What, pick something up? Yeah, that. What's up with that line? Let's go take a look. Hey, wait up. What are we even looking for? Well, let's read his mind then. I don't get why this place is so popular. The taste is nothing home to write. The taste is nothing to write home about. Shadow Ramen. Is this a ramen shop? Looks pretty new. My phone says this is the place. Yeah. Hey, no cutting. Boys, boys, boys. You need to wait in line, same as everybody else. I guess we're waiting outside then. That's no good. Because we're invisible outside. Wait, we're invisible outside. We can't wait in line. You're realizing this now? Ugh, and the line isn't getting any shorter. The signal's definitely coming from in there, though. We've been tracking down ramen? Wouldn't that be a hoot? Look, just tell me, what are we after? Huh? Wait, do you feel that? I don't get why this place is so popular. The taste is nothing to write home about. Negativity. And it's coming from him. He's staring at the line. Do you think something's up with the shop? That might explain the signal I picked up. Then start with the noise on that guy.
Tell me who you are.
Excuse me?
You work. You've been paid.
I love Hay Fever.
AX, would you like to have something to
Hay Fever is great, actually. Oh god.
How's my aim? How's my aim? How's my aim? There! There! Huh. Yeah!
Ow.
There! Hey! That was quick. That's how it's done.
Not the same. Attack boost. But what am I doing out here? I can't afford to just sit around complaining. I've got to come up with the next big thing in ramen. They went inside. Let's drop by and talk to him. It's not like this line's going anywhere. Yeah. No mission either. Weird. Oh no, Ramen Don is the place we're supposed to go to. Either shy. Ugh, what's that smell? I don't see anybody else, but it sounds like he's open. What do you boys have today? We've got a special limited time only seasonal special in the Big Catch. What the heck kind of name is that? The next big thing in ramen in all caps. I actually like ramen a lot. Ramen is one of my favorite foods. I'm afraid to ask what's in it. I'll play it safe, thanks. Just give me a plain old sure. Exciting! Make mine the Big Catch. No way, he's either brave or stupid. Him too? What? Here you got it, here you go. What, it's already done? It's a whole ass fish. Is it food? Fantastic. Ugh, he's eating it. Mister, this is excellent. Like it? You got good taste, son. What's wrong? Eat it up while it's hot, Neku. Right. Huh? It's not terrible. It's actually kind of good. Using cheese as a hidden flavor really gives the soup body. The bold inclusion of a whole sea bream gives it flavor and presence, as well as a sense of austere majesty. For a young kid, you know your noodles. Good to see there are still some folks left in Shibuya who get it. I'll admit it's tasty, but still, who would order this?
Close again today? Oh, I have to go even posher. I have to go even posher for this tool. Here we go. We're open. Can't you see these customers? I can't work with you around. Go away. Oh, it's this guy. Ah, my mistake. This place was so empty, I just assumed. So, given my offer any thought? There's that guy who bounced us from the other place. Why does he look so familiar? I've got nothing to talk about with you. Now get out. Come on, champ. I need an answer soon. Do yourself a favor and join up with us. I guarantee your profits will explode. What do the people of Shibuya want from a bowl of ramen? It's not flavor. It's adventure. Something different. Eating noodles in this town is an event, an experience. That experience begins the moment they get in line. What's important is the presentation, how you sell it. I'm sure half of them couldn't tell good ramen if it bitten. Anyway, give it some thought. The offer's only open for a month. Sorry you boys had to see that. Are you in some kind of trouble? Must be, I forgot our kid's asking about it. So you want to hear the story? Hear it and do what? You can't help it. Shh. Why do you... Let's hear him out. Sometimes all people need is a good listener. We might even be able to solve his problem. If not, don't worry. I promise I'll say no. We can listen. But don't expect any miracles. Hey, that's more than enough. Then, go for it. As you can see, business is hardly booming. But if I don't turn some serious profits this month, I'll have to close up shop. But that ramen was so good. You're closing? Well, if I let those guys buy me out, I can keep going. But you don't want to? The noodles they serve aren't bad, but there's no love. They treat ramen as a way to make cash. Plus, they hook customers with cheap tricks, not flavor. I say let our noodles do the talking. Ah! Oh, just people screaming outside to not like us. Ah! Scared. What the... Oh, the show begins. Go out and see for yourselves. It's the prince. He's so dreamy. This was the character I remembered. Wait, that's the guy I met at 104. This is spicy tuna roll or whatever. He went to the other ramen place. Let's go see. Oh, my voice cracked there. Sorry. Can I actually shop here now?
Hey, man.
I can. I have no cash though.
See you again.
Exquisite. I can die in bliss. Oh, we have a raid. Oh, hi raiders. Hello. Good evening. Robin Ridunk, thank you for raiding us. This is a new face. We are playing The World Ends With You Final Remix on Switch. I am your androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades. And what we're doing here is that we're giving this a play. We're going to be talking about its themes and the ideas that we can take away to inspire our own work. Hello, Malor. Exquisite. I could die in bliss. F this ramen. F for fabulous. Oh my gosh. Do you hear that? He F'd it. He only F's stuff he really likes. I want to try what he got. That's AGOG, the Prince of Ennui. His blog F Everything sees 100,000 hits a day. You can tell that this is a thing set in 2006 where like an internet celebrity gets 100,000 and that's considered to be like a really large number. Yes, one of my all-time favorite games, playing Kingdom Hearts until Neo comes out. Yeah. We're putting in the time playing some of this to get myself hyped for playing Neo. I'll probably play some of Neo on stream, but not all of it. I have a feeling it's probably something that'll take enough time to take a little too long to play live on stream if I don't want it to take forever. But I figured getting some old school World Ends With You out the way first, get everybody champing at the bit, highlighting to people why this game is so dope, and then we can play Neo when that comes out. So I've heard. When the prince mentions a place on his blog, this happens. People flock there. Well, the noodles do look pretty good. I'll say. They didn't cut any corners with the presentation. Whoa, the staff dance as they cook? I guess it's half food, half show. This isn't a theme park. It's going to be chunky for sure, especially if they do some of the pin leveling the same way. Yes, introducing a new gen. It is genuinely one of my favorite games. I was talking about it at the kind of start of this. I even designed a tabletop RPG inspired by this game. But we'll talk about that once we end up finishing this day. If you stick around for that. I would love for you to stick around and talk about the kind of themes of this game. I see what he meant by adventure. The savory ramen, the eclectic venue. I know my readers will love it here. You can bet I'll be back soon. I'm going to de-stream, leaving to lurk. Absolutely. Oh, thank you very much for the support, Robin Redunk. I really appreciate it. Always a pleasure, sir. This month's grand opening special. Every customer takes home a special gift. It's a doozy too. We're giving out the hottest pin in town. This. The Red Skull pin. Whoa, that's like super rare. We seriously all get one? That pin. Yeah, it's the one we promoted for a mission. You don't say. Me and Shiki, we had to make that pin catch on. Huh? Wait a minute. That's him, that's the guy. The guy in the suit is the promoter guy. Another friend of yours, Neku? He looks totally different. I hardly recognize him. Well, that's people for you. Always quick to do a 180. 180? Try a 1260. Still, interesting. Neku is surprisingly good at mental math. Okay, Neku, let's go. Huh? Stick around and we'll get yelled at again for cutting. Ahem. Right. Out we go. My, Neku. I believe we have an incident on our hands, huh? A new ramen shop explodes onto the scene. Its owner an overnight success story. And those red pits. This could be what my phone responded to. You think the pins are the source of the energy spike? Oh, and don't forget that it's the ramen. Don't forget the ramen that's not selling. Odd, don't you think, considering how good it is? Hello, you listening? That settles it. We'll spend today getting to the bottom of this mystery. I'm not about to ignore the mission when... What mission, Neku? Now let's start sniffing out this place. Now, let's start sniffing out the reason why this place is such a hit. Let's see. Maybe there's any mind reading I can do here?
Focus.
No, they cannot be scanned. What day are we on? This is day 4. Day 3, okay. I was kind of like, this is surprisingly long for maybe where we're at, but I need to outsell that sorry excuse for a ramen shop. I need something new, something fresh. Like an imprint. What were the kids like? What's hip? I need something. Ugh, it's no use. Nothing's coming to me. So close, but no. Right, so I need to go find a meme I can imprint onto him. As somebody playing the Reapers game, when we learn keywords, we can imprint those keywords into people's minds to make them think about that topic in relation to what they're struggling with. So let's go exploring and see if we can find somebody that'll give us some memes. Prince, baby, you're killing me. Mick. Got to obey that contract, But... Hey, it's those two. Sounds like trouble in paradise. Let's check it out. There they go. Why'd you change your blog entry? I told you. It's my blog. I write it. I feel you, Prince. I really do. But this is business. Your popularity is the real deal. I respect that. But the text you wrote is limp. It won't sell me any noodles. We decided this when you signed the contract. I provide the text. But Mick, then it's not my blog anymore. Plus the ramen you serve there isn't that good. Now friends. Reminder, this is a game that was written in 2006. Hence the 100,000 impressions, the 100k impressions being kind of like big,
and like astoundingly large, and not in like the millions as we treat social media now. This conversation about, hey, we've got a sponsorship deal. These are the things you're specifically supposed to say on your internet thing that's being looked at a lot. Don't break your contract. Is so painfully relevant, I think, to many people who do monetized online content now. I can think of a long list of streamers who are spokespeople for various brands and have to, for better or worse, push the product that they're being told to because they're essentially employees in an odd way, like 0-hour contract employees. Right down to, I know somebody who is essentially a spokesperson for a very famous toy company, and they recently released an abysmal video game of one of their franchises. And bless this person, they had to promote this game like it was the new hotness, and they probably knew that the game was shit too, but they had to do it. And I'm like, bruh, is this what success is? Is this what being successful on the internet sphere is to promote content that you genuinely don't like because you're honor bound to do so? Like, rip. Anyway, when I tasted that test batch, it was great, but look, I don't want to lie. In person or on my blog. I can't do that when my fans, AG, babe, Prince, it's fine. None of those people care how it tastes. Follow me? This whole game is about image. And whoever sells the most wins. Mick, I'll send you new text and some pics by tonight. You'll have them up on your blog tomorrow, right? Fabulous. See ya. Uh-huh. Exactly. Although it looks like the prince is tired of playing puppet. Hey, the noise have got him. So they do. Oh, got it in one. Boop, boop. Let's get our curses lined up. There we go. Oh, yeah, I still have my pins set up from when I had to intentionally do a thing before.
How's my aim? How's my aim?
Who's next?
Fights are usually not this easy. We specifically did a bit of shift down to easy to make this day, in terms of its combat, take a little less time. This is actually one of the things I really like about the World Ends With You, is that you can make it as easy or as hard as you want. Like, the control system of this game is very intentionally quite complex and a bit obtuse. And for people who don't necessarily have the dexterity for it, the fact that you can kind of scale it so the fights are pretty easy, or you don't have to do additional fights if you don't want to, is actually really, really accessible. But nobody really talks about the accessibility of this game. Not like that, anyway. I wonder if Neo will kind of maintain that. This isn't right. I can't lie to my public. I'll try talking to Mick one more time. I write my own blog. I list my own thoughts, my own feelings. The ramen I'd actually like to eat. I miss the old stuff. Like the ramen Sebastian used to make. Just noodles and broth. Warm, simple ramen. I'd kill for a bowl of that now. Even the Prince of Ennui has his woes. I guess we all do. Don't know why he's so hung up on ramen. We all have our hang-ups. Ugh, I don't get it. Of course you don't. What? Everyone has their own little internal world. The secret garden only they can enter. Each world follows its own logic, individuality, and the logic of one world means nothing in another. Understanding people isn't hard, Neku. It's impossible. Yeah. Even if I could, I wouldn't want to see inside of the people. They can keep their secret gardens, thanks. Simple. Alright, let's go cram the word simple into that dude's skull. Thank you all for coming out today. We appreciate your patience. As an apology for keeping you waiting, help yourselves to one of these. A cat designed and hard to find. Today's your last chance to get these pins here, folks. My phone's responding to those pins. Is that what you're hunting? Rare pins? Not quite. What I'm looking for isn't a thing. So, Cat designed these pins? Cat's the big graphic designer, right? Yes and no. They do artwork, clothes, even furniture. And that's just a start. Photo, music, video, Cat's an uber multi-talent. Shibuya's full of their billboard ads. They're the one at Toa Records? Yep. Cat doesn't make art, Cat is art. You're awfully knowledgeable. You a fan? Hell yes! Cat's all about enjoying every moment with all you've got. Do what you want, how you want, when you want. How cool is that? Wow, you sound devoted. That's why this pisses me off. He's using Cat's work to trick people.
Tell me who you are, who you were, how much have you been paid?
I still need to outsell that sorry excuse. Yes.
Would you like to have something
Let's imprint.
to tell you the truth? And it's
Simple.
I don't care about anything but me.
Yes, that's it.
Cash transferred to my account 'cause it make me
We head inside. Eat a shy. Hey, I've been waiting for you two. Take a taste, see what you think. Oh my god. Those bowls of ramen look really good. They're making me hungry. And it's already late. This is regular old ramen. Interesting. Well, here goes. Hold it. Oh, right. Please, let me try that. Fine. Thank you. Now, to dig in. We're gonna have a real food wars moment on our hands, I can see. Amazing! Is it okay for ramen to taste this good? F this ramen. F it to high heaven. Oh my god, I went in a little too hard there. Apologies. Is that a compliment? Of course. F for fabulous. Still, this ramen is exceptional. Let me guess. A whole chicken in the soup? That and a hint of pork bone, seaweed and sardines. It blends so together so perfectly. 18 plus stream. Hey, casters say so. I don't have to be. I don't have to be say-so at all if I don't want to. Truly, the handiwork of a ramen artisan. This is the ramen Sebastian made. It's the same ramen I've always made. I haven't changed a thing. I just serve up the kind of ramen I'd want to eat. Amongst the flavors, I can taste the love you've put into this. Your love of ramen, no. Your love for ramen lovers. Is that you, Sebastian? Everyone hits their rough patches in life. So next time you're down, drop on by and I'll fix you a bowl. Remember, the future is a clean slate and you're the chalk. The future is a clean slate. Try a blank slate, Pops. Considering this place will be gone in a month. What? And you, Prince, baby, you're my walking billboard. I can't have you eat at the other guy's joint, can I? I've come to a decision, Nick. I won't work with you on this any longer. Babe, calm down. You're talking crazy, Prince. I knew after tasting Sebastian's ramen again, I refuse to be a part of this. Not if it requires me to keep lying. And you've got it backwards, Mick. A store isn't good because the people talk about it. It's the product, the taste. People talk about a store because it's good. There's love in Sebastian's soup and love for the people eating it. That's the sort of ramen I want other people to know about. Ugh, AG. Shibuya today is inundated with adventure. And all that everybody offers is something different. You get hungry for the familiar. It's comforting. Love's always been the world's best secret ingredient. You gotta fill more than just your belly. Love, huh? Guess I forgot that somewhere along the way. I'd harp on about it left and right, but those new experiments will all need is try to get in on the show. I forgot the important part. The smile and satisfied customers when they're done eating. My job is making ramen that makes people happy. Popularity is no reason to change my suit. This conversation is very long considering it's just about ramen. I've wasted all this time. But you've still got your chalk. Huh, right. I can cook a lot of ramen in 1 month. I'm sticking to my guns.
Hopefully this guy's place will take off. I was thinking something different.
Maybe everyone in Shibuya... Oh my god. Maybe everyone in Shibuya is here searching, struggling for a peek into their neighbor's world. When those neighbors change, they get scared. They feel they have to change themselves. Even what makes them who they are. Right. You don't want to change, but you don't want to be left behind either. Of course not. We can't get through life alone. We're part of a community. We have to live by its rules. And the more we connect with people, the trickier those rules get. Yeah, and the more people hold you back. Screw living in a world choked by rules. I'm free, like Cat. It's easier just living on my own. Nobody else's baggage, nobody else tying me down. People aren't meant to figure each other out. My thoughts exactly. I'd rather just get rid of them. What? Same as you, Neku. Those headphones you wear say it all. Yeah, so what? I don't like other people. I've got no use for the next world over, so don't come barging into mine. My own world's all I need. Unless... Well, you look at the time, and still no mission. It's probably too late now. Our little hunt will have to continue tomorrow too. Huh? The signal's disappearing. But before it was reacting to these pins, right? It's still picking up mine faintly. There was a whole bunch of them before. Maybe they added up to a strong signal? So Cat's pin. Why Cat's pin anyway? It's not what I'm looking for, I know that. Okay. Then what are you looking for? Well, put it simply, what I'm looking for is what this tracker is tracking. Oh, what the... Oh, that's real helpful. What the hell's this kid after? Roaming the streets. And with that, let's bring us back to the screen. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, sorry, I had to turn away for a second because my TV is angled in the other direction. Let me disentangle myself from my Joy-Cons. You've got to wear the strap, kids. It's very important. You got to strap up before you play. Nintendo has been adamant about that for years. Okay, there we go. God, this game's good. What a good-ass game. Good-ass video games. Right. For those who have joined us partway through and don't necessarily know the show's format, what we like to do on the book club streams is... oh god, the camera is deciding that it's now wanting to be very fuzzy. Give me a second while I fix that. In the meantime, on the book club streams, we like to discuss games as media texts and talk about their themes and ideas. There we go, we got it. Nice. And talk about their themes and ideas, and then what we can take away from those games to inspire our own work. Because I find that making art, no matter what type of art, whether that is writing or music or streaming or designing games, anything, is all really heavily influenced by the media we consume and the connections we make with the wider world. Which, funnily enough, is the core thesis of this game, right? The idea that the world ends with you. You have to broaden your horizons and meet new people to expand your world. And I think that's really, really true about art. It actually almost came up a little bit near the end there, where Neku was talking about Cat and how Cat's art spans everything, and it's really inspired him to live the way, or he interpreted it to live the way that he wants. And yeah, that's cool. Maybe that's not necessarily the idea that I would take away from art. I'm not really a fan of like monolithic worship of single artists. I think there's a lot to be learned from experiencing lots of different things in the same genre. You know, I think the way that I do my tabletop RPGs, for example, is what it is because I have watched and interacted with and played with so many different people rather than just watching the one show and trying to be like that. You can know what I mean? So anyway, Sorry, I'm rubbing my nose a lot. Hay fever is starting to kick my ass. Apologies. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the ideas that we can take away from this game. So I really love how this game connects its themes of expressing yourself using your fashion, and then how you express yourself mechanically in the game. So the thematic connection between expressing yourself through fashion matched with expressing yourself with your pins and equipment, which are also fashion items unto themselves, which is really cool. I really love how that kind of like blends together. By the way, this is kind of like I like doing these as like an interactive opportunity. So if any of y'all out there have some ideas about the things that you really like about The World Ends With You, I'm genuinely really interested for those who have played the game before, or those who have been watching and have seen a slice of this game. What do you think about The World Ends With You as a game, or the kind of story it's trying to tell, or its ideas? Is there anything about the game that made you be like, oh, that's a cool idea, and maybe something I can incorporate in my own stuff? I'm genuinely really interested. I love having conversations with my viewers about the games that we play after we've played a slice of them. One of the other neat ideas to take away, I mean, like, Chewy was one of the big games about that had a really unique and vibrant UI. Like, it kind of set the standard in the mid-2000s for what an interesting game UI could look like. And now we've had the likes of Persona 5 in our game, and the rules have changed once again. But art aesthetic, right down to its wrong type of its menus and twisted perspective backgrounds, which is really cool. I definitely I upon playing The World Ends With You back in like the mid 2000s, I was really like, I want to make a game like this myself. I would love to make an RPG with those style of backgrounds, rather than say the kind of like RPG Maker top-down view. Being able to kind of see these twisted backdrops and run around in them was something I had in my mind that I would really love to make. And even though I'm not like a video game designer now, how the character design is done still sits in my brain rent-free. Still sits in my head rent-free. I've not done any art streams for a while, or much art in general. I moved house relatively recently, and there were more pressing things in my life than getting my tablet out, so I've not done those kind of bits and pieces in a while, but it'd be nice to get back to. But those kind of like really thick and angular line art is so dynamic and cool, and I think that's remained an influence in how I draw. I don't think I have anything anywhere near as stylized as the character art in those games, mostly because I probably wouldn't draw any characters so rail thin. But yeah, the art direction of the game has really, really stuck with me in that kind of way. Are there any other ideas to take away? I'll start thinking a bit about the kind of final question that we do. What is city life to this game? And then if anybody has any kind of like final wrap-up ideas, please do voice it in the chat and I will add it to this document. Indeed. What is city life to this game? What's the best way to put it? I mean, city life is a ever-changing, ever-clashing sea of cultures and ideas. It can be really difficult to understand the worlds of others, but by connecting to your community. How to end the sentence? You can really achieve interesting new things. It's not necessarily a spoiler, but a thing that you kind of find out in like backstory bits in the game. The city's an ecosystem that is subtly connected. I like that too. I really like that too. The city is an ecosystem. Everything's connected. Which is true. I mean, you know, even the kind of like the way trends work in the game, where wearing certain brands and doing certain actions in the underground is connected to the real ground. But also, I mean, what's in the more kind of like literal way that everybody's kind of connected? Yeah, I like that. So the city's an ecosystem, everything's connected. Within the fiction, how the underground and real ground are connected, but also individual lives, big and small, overlap. I really like that. I really, really like that. That's a cool final idea to kind of take away there. Yeah, neat. So that is our session of The World Ends With You final remix. We previously, for those who are new to the channel and maybe don't know the stuff that we do, in addition to streams like this and tabletop RPGs, we also have a resident VTuber, the AI game show host Caster, who does streams of kind of like long-form JRPGs, but also one-shots of games that are influenced by tabletop gaming, and we've been playing the previous chapters of The World Ends With You final remix there. I need to now have a bit of a think about whether we're going to try and finish the entire game this way. We're doing a reasonable pace. We're playing like a couple of hours every week. And if you don't faff around with like grinding, the game isn't necessarily super long, but we don't want to waylay ourselves down playing one game for ages when there's lots of games out there that we could be playing. So yeah, in that regard, actually, if you have any thoughts about that, please do contact me on Twitter below, the Twitter handle below. That will be able, your opinions on my streams are really valuable because they help make them even better. And as one final plug before we go and wrap up for the evening, if you are interested in games like The World Ends With You and you're interested in tabletop RPGs, I have written a tabletop RPG inspired by this genre of video game or anime or what have you, called Heartbeats in Perfect Sync. Not quite so literal in terms of being like a simulator of playing the Reaper's game, but really embracing the idea of ordinary people with extraordinary abilities, balancing that with their ordinary lives. Yes, it is top-notch player. Now, thank you so much, Tom, for the shout out. It's a cool ass game. And it's inspired by The World Ends With You, Kingdom Hearts, Under Night in Birth, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, the whole milieu, the whole genre of that kind of idea. And it is available actually for only $5 on my itch.io page, which I will link in the doobly-doo for you right now. Yes. It is actually, funnily enough, itch.io Creators Day this Friday. So doing a bit of a riff from like Bandcamp Fridays, where 100% of the sales go to the creators on that day, like the people who run the service don't take a cut. Likewise, on Friday this week, anything you buy on itch.io, all of those proceeds will be going directly to creators, which is great. There are many fantastic game designers and other artists on itch.io, and supporting them is actually super important. Not just me, but all of them, or as many as you can that make work that you enjoy, right? So I'll probably be shouting out some of my favorite games and pieces of content on my Twitter actually on Friday, in addition to shelling the games that I've made myself. So it'd be fantastic if you could go and join us there on Friday and support some of those people who are making cool stuff. Right. With that out of the way, let's go and wrap things up by raiding a fellow friend. Who is live? Who is out here? Shanghai is streaming Sonic the Hedgehog. I do believe that's Sonic 06. They have been working through the history of Sonic video games, and they are currently smack dab in the middle of the like modern era Sonics. So let's go and give them a raid and your good cheer. Fantastic. I have been your androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades. This has been the Neoncaster Twitch channel, and have a fantastic evening, everybody. We'll see you on the other side.